Welcome to DowerChin.com, and today what we're looking at is my latest smartphone. Right here is the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. This is the latest Note phone in Samsung's Galaxy Note line. I don't have any of the other ones to go by, but this is the latest one, and what it is it's got a lovely 5.7-inch AMOLED HD Full HD display, and you can see from it I've been using it for about 3 days now, just trying to get used to the device, and I actually decided to make a change from my Nokia 920. But let's take a look at the device real quick. So as you can see from here, it has a gorgeous, very crisp display, full HD like I said, and for the most part, it's the same physical form factor as the Note 2. The difference is that they've managed to squeeze out more screen real estate on the edges. So, looking real quick at the base here, you can see that there are two illuminated buttons on the side and the middle button. This is very common in all the Galaxy phone line devices. Even their Note 8, which is on a phone, but has that very same type of setup, so they keep it pretty consistent. It has kind of a chrome aluminum finish around the side. It is, I'm not sure if you can see from the video here, but it's got little grooves in here, so it's almost it sort of emulates a book. So let's take a tour around. We have our camera and sensors up on top. There's a blinking LED over here to let you know certain notifications. The blue means right now I have some notifications and messages waiting for me. Red will mean that the battery is running low. Across the top we have our headphone jack. I believe that's the IR port. On the right side of the device we have the power button, and the bottom we have the S Pen, which is one of the main reasons why you buy Note, is for the S Pen. Tucks nice and neatly right down here. We'll talk about that in a minute. We have the speaker grill here, and this is one of the first to have a USB 3 connector. The big deal about that is that it allows for quicker charging as well as much faster transfer rates if your computer has a USB 3 port to transfer files to this thing. This device does come with 32 gigabytes of onboard memory. On the left side we have the volume rocker on the side here. There's a bit of a change from what I'm used to, because I've been using the Galaxy Note 8 as a tablet, and that one has all the buttons on this side. It's a bit of a funny ergonomic though, because I'm not really used to having the buttons on this side and this side. I was actually more used to how the Galaxy Note 8 has a power button and the volume rocker here, as well as the Nexus 7 has the same type of setup. So it's a bit of getting used to. Now the back of it, what they did compared to other models is the backing is a bit of a a faux leather plasticky thing. It is like kind of a leathery, not leathery, but it looks like leather. It's got kind of this fake stitching around the side here, and it's a departure from one of their usual glossy designs, which actually is kind of nice. It gives a bit more of a gripping surface, and it's a little less prone to fingerprints. All right, so let's talk about comparisons now as far as physical form factor and so forth. Let's take a look. So here's my Note 8. The Note 8, Note 8. Sorry about that. This is my Nokia 920. Nokia 920 was my Windows 8 phone, and this guy sports a 4.5-inch screen, and it's a lovely screen. And we can see from here, side by side. We'll just turn these guys on and take a look at what it looks like. There we are. And then, of course, no comparison can be complete without the iPhone 4. This is the 4, not the 4S, but just the 4. But same form factor as, pardon me. There we are. So this is the iPhone 4 with iOS 7 running. And you can see size-wise, quite a stark contrast in size. You got the 4-inch, 4.5, and a 5.7-inch display. And if you want to be a complete comparison, here's my first-gen Galaxy Nexus 7. And once I unlock this crazy thing, voila! So here's my Note 7. Let me get the brightness up. If I have that cranked up, there we go. So there you go. So there's all the different devices if you want to take a look at them all. So size-wise comparison. Now let's just go take a look at the thickness of the device real quick with the other ones, just so we have basis for comparison. So in comparison to the devices, the Note 3 definitely looks a little slimmer, partly because with the way the cover is, it's kind of hard. It gives the illusion it's definitely thinner. Now, obviously, the Nokia 920 is a bit thicker because it's got a bit of a bigger curve on the device, a little more obvious from the top compared to the iPhone 4. And so, if you look at that. Now, obviously, I don't have an iPhone 5 to really compare with, so you have to take it for what it is. The one interesting feature I would say right now also about the Note 3 is that the kind of metal aluminum bezel that's around it actually, it's going to be hard to tell from here, but it actually is raised above the screen just a little bit. And what that is nice for is that I found that if the phone were to drop, typically a lot of times because the glass is heavier, it will fall this way. And because it's recessed in here, it actually affords a little bit of extra protection so that the metal takes the hit before the glass does, and has a less chance of shattering the glass, which is kind of an interesting, nice design option that they gave. So let's take a look at the insides real quick. So the nice thing about Samsung's is that their cases are removable. And just kind of slip your fingernail through it, and it kind of pops open. And what you see behind it all is a gigantic battery here. So it's a very large 3.6 volt battery, lithium ion battery. And you can see over here I have I plugged in a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, and underneath that you can see the SIM. So it's kind of a combination SIM and a micro SD card slot on top of each other. So the battery is user replaceable, and you can put your own memory in here. So it's got 32 gigabytes on board. Putting another 64 gig in this thing makes it quite nice. The other cases you can get for this, there are other cases that let you take this off and basically put another one on top of it that gives a flap and so forth. The S-View case is one that does that. I'll talk about that a little later when I get my hands on one. So now obviously the big thing that you're going to get this for is obviously the pen. So this is a Wacom stylus, and being a Wacom stylus, I actually I don't have any with me at the moment, but any type of even a Windows tablet will basically a Penabled tablet, their pens will work on here. So like for example, Microsoft Surface Surface Pro pen will work on this device, as well as if you have an older Windows tablet, those will work on here. Just note, regular Wacom like Cintiq pens will not work on this type of thing, but it does work here. So the nice thing about this then, having one of these, is obviously the ability to use their S-Note applications or Sketchbook Pro if you're an artist. And there's a special Galaxy version of it where basically you can now actually draw and do things on it, which is incredibly cool. So, and that's one of the big selling points of why you want a Note line device, is because for me it was basically merging the Note 8, which I was using more and more, and basically a phone. So this kind of took the place of having two devices into one. And with the generous screen size, it actually is very useful to have. So there you have it. So here's a quick look. So there's my quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. And as I get used to it and use it a bit more and get some accessories for it, I'll follow up videos with more information about the device. If there's anything you want to see and that I haven't covered, feel free to send me an email, send me a note, leave a comment down below, and let me know if there's things you want me to talk about or take a look at while I have these devices. So there you have it, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Thanks for watching.